obviously that plays a significant factor. Shooting from the perimeter, shooting free throws. I get it. So I'm not going to argue with it. I would just tell you that my preference when I think about a big man, I think about Shaq in his prime. That's just me. I just think like that. And so for me, when I think about Jokic and I look at him, and I know he's effective from, in terms of his post game, in terms of putting the ball in the bucket. But I also look at the level of competition that he's been going against. And just my attitude is, me personally, I'm a Shaq guy in his prime. I know that I throw Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on the Mount Rushmore, but that's resume. That's the fact that you're the all-time leading scorer, you're a 19-time All-Star, the only definitive unstoppable move in NBA history, which was the Sky Hug. All of these 6 championships, 6 league MVPs, all of these things come with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, so it's a greater resume. Bill Russell, 11 championships in 13 years. Great. But I think about Shaq in his prime, and I think about the level of domination as a big man, and that's just my preference. But I look at Jokic and the numbers. I can't refute the numbers. I just can't. There's no denying that, and I'll give him credit for that.
So to answer the question, to answer the actual question, though, you're saying he is the most skilled big man, but that you want to change the conversation to make it about dominance. Because I think I want to bring this up. No. We had this conversation last week, and I just want to make a point. There's a lot of confusion to me. I believe this. There's a lot of confusion to me with aesthetics versus effectiveness when you talk about dominance. Because you comparing Shaq and Jokic skill-wise, that's not even a fair comparison for Shaq. Like, Jokic has him in spades. Like, that's not even a thing. So then you want to talk about dominance, and I think the physicality of Shaquille O'Neal, right, he was one of one. Jokic dominates the game as well, just in a very different way. And it's aesthetics. It's not about effectiveness. So your thing with Shaq is like, oh, he's so dominant. Well, so is Jokic. You brought up the post-up thing last week, and you're still on it this morning on the production call. You're still mad about that. It's a given fact. It doesn't matter how it looks, Stephen A. Does he get the ball, and does he get the job done?
First of all, with all due respect, that's an idiotic thing to say that I'm mad about the fact that, his statistically in the post area, I'm mad about it. I'm mad about it, really? That's where we're going.
You're still wound up about it.
No, I'm not wound up about it.
Maybe it was the early morning on the production call. I know you're in Denver.
Thank you for remembering that, too. Thank you. I really appreciate y'all remembering that. Because sometimes y'all actually forget that. You got Doggy sitting across from you, literally maligning me half the time, talking about he's probably asleep out there. No, I'm awake. All right, I'm awake on the show with y'all. I'm awake in the morning meeting with y'all at 4:30, or in this case, 5:30, Mountain Time. You're damn right I was tired. I sound irritable at that particular moment in time. But I'm fine now. And if you want to talk about aesthetics, all right, that's fine, JJ. That's one way to look at it. I think about the way the game was played. And I think about the fact that the road to prosperity was, to me, far more difficult because of the physicality and all of those things that were implemented into the game. I'm thinking about Jokic. I'm thinking about going against Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert. I'm thinking about going against DeAndre Ayton in the Western Conference Finals. I'm thinking about going against Bam Adebayo in the finals. You have your beliefs, I have mine. I'm not angry about it, but you are right, because when you look at Jokic's ability to shoot from the perimeter and his ability to shoot from three-point range, fine, I got it.